Have you died and gone to heaven? Because that's what tiramisu means. Actually, tiramisu means a bit of heaven in Italian.
I've heard that, or it means like a pick-me-up or
something along those lines. Something nice and delightful.
Yeah.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie, and this is Care Compared.
And today we're looking at
Tiramisu.
Tiramisu, a bit or bite of heaven. It is probably my favorite dessert of all time. Probably because it's the only dessert I can actually make without having to do any kind of baking or following instructions for the most part.
Well, yeah, because there's no actual cooking. It's mostly assembling. You do need to have
Whoa. I mix some eggs. Oh, no. I used a fire because I had to make espresso.
Okay, fine.
So technically, okay, no, it's fair. Yeah, no, it requires basically minimal effort. Anyone can do this.
Yeah.
If you follow the instructions, which are going to be linked down below, since we have a short about how to make this perfectly without screwing it up. Anyway, so we're talking about tiramisu, but what about tiramisu? What is the comparison here?
So one of them is homemade, and one of them is from a kit that is by DeLallo.
So what's interesting, so we'll at some point here we'll cut to the part of me making, at least the kit here. Mm-hmm. Since I actually did a video, we have the recipe video for this one, and we also have just a quick cut of this to see the reaction to actually making this. Since the process is a little bit different, but what's interesting is the lady fingers, which are contained in the homemade one, are the exact same brand as this box. Mm-hmm. So that's interesting. So I guess that ladyfinger company, whatever.
So I guess they've been around since 1950. They're from Pennsylvania.
Oh, they're not Italian?
So it's an Italian-American family. I guess they started out with an Italian market type thing. So supposedly they sell a bunch of things online, like pastas and I think sauce and olive oils and stuff like that. I don't know if I've seen that in the grocery store. The only thing I have seen are the ladyfingers that they have.
Interesting. So, now, would you make ladyfingers yourself?
I guess you could.
They'd probably be a little better.
Yeah.
But
we've tried these by themselves. They're
pretty bad. Actually, so ladyfingers by themselves, or at least these ladyfingers by themselves are pretty gross.
I think they are meant to have some kind of a liquid or...
They need... Not even just liquid, because if you dunk them in coffee and then eat them, they're still pretty gross. Yeah. They're very airy. They have a pretty hard snap to them. Mm-hmm.
They're just plain.
But they are kind of plain. They don't really taste like anything, which I guess is the idea. They're supposed to absorb the flavor of whatever else you're having them with. So... Mm-hmm. But as far as this goes, this one comes... this is the whole kit, aside from... It needs water and milk, which is interesting, because neither one of... I guess milk if you include, the coffee. But neither one of those two ingredients are actually included in this. You don't add milk to a regular tiramisu. But that's, I think, because the...
well, it's because you said there was, powdered cheese, right?
Yeah, the mascarpone was a powder in this one. The other thing that we did that was a little bit different was, with this one here, actually... three things that are different. Mm-hmm. One, the ladyfingers all layered kind of in the same direction. Normally you would crisscross them. So there's one difference. This one had you put the chocolate on before you stuck it in the fridge. So there's actually, so the chocolate's been sitting here for, about a day. As opposed to this one, we just put on about 5 minutes ago. And there is actually, under the second layer here, there is also chocolate. So it was ladyfingers, cream, chocolate, mm-hmm. Ladyfingers, cream, chocolate. As opposed to this one. And actually with this one, we started with the cream on the bottom. And then I
think it's just up to the individual, because I have seen where it has the chocolate in between the layers, but personal preference.
Right.
So
now, as far as the look goes, this was easy. It was actually really easy. You still had to blend it though, or you still had to mix it. So it didn't feel any cleaner. There's still the same amount of cleanup for the most part, aside from separating eggs, I suppose. But this is basically why I don't like doing the chocolate on top, because it gets this hardness going on here that I don't think is as appealing. Also, based on the amounts I was using, just 2/3 cup of milk, the cream was actually a lot thicker, more like a whipped cream, and smelled more like a vanilla than this. So it didn't actually fill in the crevice as well. And with this particular kit, they give you 12 ladyfingers, so it's enough to layer this twice. And they could have fit 14. There's actually kind of a lot of space in here. There's enough to fit 7 perfectly in each row, but they give you too short, which I feel was kind of an oversight, especially since the cream is so thick, it can't actually fill the crevices very well on its own. So, according to this, you can eat this immediately, but they recommend waiting at least 2, but I say about 24 hours for best results. Is there anything else you need to know about this company? Or tiramisu in general?
Not really. Tiramisu... So how long do you think tiramisu's been around?
200 years.
No.
Oh, really? How long?
No. like only from like the 1960s or 1970s.
Oh, wait,
It's
as
really-
a thing? Just the
Mhm.
tiramisu as a concept? Interesting. Wait, how long have the ladyfingers been around?
I don't know.
So I'm like, if
I
those
didn't
been around
look
for a
up
long
that
time.
much,
Oh.
but no, but so
What
it's
about chocolate? How long has chocolate existed?
a very long time.
Whoa. Okay.
So it's from the Veneto, so like Friuli, Venezia kind of region of.
And they
Of
guard
Italy.
this pretty, not guard it, but like that's
It's-
very
I couldn't.
us.
I was doing a lot of just like trying to find any kind of origin story, and it's like, oh, it could be from this one restaurant, but we're not really sure, and it could be the 60s or it could be the 70s. There's a lot of debate.
Okay.
So that's all I really got.
Now, lately I've been seeing people making tiramisu out of things other than espresso, coffee, chocolate,
Like,
right?
well,
Like
I mean, like
strawberry.
some of the you can kind of. I mean,
Is that a tiramisu?
no?
You don't think
I
of
mean,
it tiramisu?
there are some variants, like you could do like amaretto, or you could do like a coffee liqueur or something like that. I have seen that,
I think that could.
but
Yes.
there were like some.
I've seen strawberry. It's weird. I mean, but is it a
strawberry
tiramisu?
vanilla? It's not
Okay.
supposedly. So there's some kind of an organization or whatever that's like, no, this is the definition of what a tiramisu is. If
And
it's
that's-
not that, then
And that's
you
fine,
know.
but it's not dissimilar from things like, look, it's not. Yes, you can make a sparkling wine, but if it doesn't come from champagne, then it's not the same. It's not a champagne, right?
Correct.
And that's fine. Like, you want to make this with strawberries or blueberries or whatever the hell you want to try. Be my guest,
Well, I
but
mean, just
call
like, make your own twist, but don't call it a tiramisu.
yeah, because the tiramisu evokes very specific things.
Yeah.
I've also seen a video of, I think I showed it to you, of somebody basically making a tiramisu in front of like a customer at a restaurant.
Oh yeah, that was
Where-
so stupid.
It was pretty terrible. They take the cream, they dollop it on, they throw on like 2 lady fingers, dollop the cream. It's a whole bunch, way more cream than you normally use. Then they crisscross 2 more lady fingers, dollop it, and then they powder it with sugar with the chocolate. But the problem is it doesn't have time to, and that's the issue is it can't absorb
It has
all the
to.
flavor.
The whole point is that you need to have sufficient time for the cream and the coffee or the espresso to actually really soak into the ladyfinger.
Mhm.
Because it does have a transformative effect and makes it a lot more palatable.
I think so. Yeah.
So,
Because lady fingers again by themselves are pretty nasty.
to be fair though, it was like a nice, like tableside service. Like it looked really nice.
But it's probably,
it's not going to taste
The,
good.
the performative section, that part of that is what makes it really
Yeah.
expensive and not worth it.
Pretty much.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I think what we'll do is I'll show a little bit of the video of
Okay.
of me working on this one, and we'll come back and slice them and try them.
Oh, that sounds good to me.
We have a tray, which is what the tiramisu goes into. We have 12 ladyfingers, a mascarpone cream, powder, cocoa powder, and I believe this is espresso. Step 1 is to take 2/3 cup of warm water, mix that with your espresso packet. Step 2 is to mix half a cup of milk with the mascarpone powder. It smells kind of like vanilla. With a hand mixer for about 5 minutes. So after mixing this for about 6 minutes, it does form something akin to stiff peaks. Although it is a good bit sweeter and more whipped cream-like than a normal egg and mascarpone mixture. You're going to want to take your tray here, and normally what I would do is put down a layer of the egg mascarpone mixture. But the recipe here calls for us to just dip these directly into the coffee and then put it in here, then layer it twice. Now I'm going to take 1/2 of the mascarpone mixture and just spread that right into this. What I find most unusual is that they now also tell us to take some of the chocolate powder and to actually spread it over the first layer. And we're doing this for each layer. Now there's only 2 layers, but I assume if you had 3 or more, you do it for each layer. That's a little unusual. We'll try it. That's what the recipe calls for. There's the first layer done. Now let's repeat the process. Normally we'd crisscross these, but they won't fit that way, so we'll just do it the way we've been doing it. And there you have it. It's done. That was fairly quick. Okay, so we could do a blind taste test, but honestly, like, you can tell immediately which one's which.
And to your point, this looks like whipped cream.
Yeah.
Like it's very, very white. So this one definitely has more of a custardy,
Like a yellowy kind of tone to it.
Yeah, because you have all those eggs in it. So
Right. And that's the thing, I assume that they didn't really, unless they found a way to powder some of the eggs and pasteurize and powder them and whatever,
Mhm.
to put them in this. I'm not even sure they did that. But I get the idea of not wanting to have raw egg. I mean, so it's
Yeah.
raw-ish, but I mean, like, whatever. It's the same thing with
Well,
like eggnog.
I've seen some variants of tiramisu where you can like partially kind of like cook cook the egg mixture to be more like a custard. So
Yeah.
you could do that if you have.
But that changes the flavor profile of it too.
Yeah.
So again, the other thing is I've started actually. I used to do mine 2 deep, but I realized I could actually do 3 ladyfingers deep, and I think that's the ideal is 3 ladyfingers stacked. But even if we, we're trying to do this blind, you could see the chocolate on this is different as opposed to the chocolate here, which also we are presumably using a better quality chocolate. We got some Ghirardelli Dutch chocolate, which is a little more acidic for the homemade one, and of course these are both going in the same direction. Just this way. There was no room to crisscross it.
It should be smoother. If it's Dutch process, it has alkaline.
Oh, that's what it... Okay.
Yeah.
So it should be a smooth chocolate. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we want to... Let's start with the classic, I guess, and then we'll see how this compares. How's that sound?
Okay, so start with the good one.
We assume. So
it could be fine.
I'm hoping... I mean,
it
this
could
would
be fine, but this is
Right.
our control because I know what this one tastes like. I mean, we've had this
a lot.
a lot.
It was one of the things we had when we got married. Right? I think I made a tiramisu. So, I mean, and that should be... Taste exactly how we remember, which I make I make this a couple times a year. It's rich.
And
should
the
be soft.
ladyfingers basically take on a quality of like a cakey texture.
Yeah.
Like think of a very super moist, very light cake that has. I mean, I could see the cream. It does kind of almost have a. It's denser than whipped cream, but it has that kind of fluffiness that you could think of when you think about whipped cream.
So normally you'd use about a cup and a quarter of sugar for this. I use just a cup of sugar, so I don't think it needs to be too sweet. I do like the bitterness of the chocolate, but you're right. No, it's soft. It's not even chewy. It's just soft. It just kind of melts.
So this is good for all ages.
Exactly. Yeah.
Little kids and people that have dentures.
And you do little kids have dentures too.
I mean, some
do. Now, when you're putting the chocolate on your tiramisu, you have to do it generously enough to coat the top of it, but you also want to make sure they don't do too much because if you do a big inhale as you're taking a bite, which
you're just gonna choke.
You can choke on the chocolate dust, so you don't want that either. But you can also wait to put it on until you slice yourself off a piece and then dust it with chocolate. That's fine. All right, now as far as this one goes, here I'll just let you go.
Okay.
Go at it.
I'm sorry. I'm trying it.
I don't think stabbing it has ever worked. You have to kind of scoop it. Honestly, you could probably just do this with a spoon. But... Now, these are the same brand of ladyfingers. The exact same ladyfingers.
It's a lot drier.
Oh, it is drier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like whatever liquid.
Yeah. It didn't get into the ladyfinger.
It didn't get into it, so like the outsides of it get a little bit soft, but the inside, it's not quite like if you just took a ladyfinger out of the package and ate it.
Right.
But it's kind of like if you had a piece of cake and it went a little stale.
It's, what's interesting? So you can
The taste is actually not that bad.
No, it's not terrible. I don't like the texture as much. So... You can sort of see, here's the classic, and you can see a little bit of that ladyfinger color kind of in there, but it's pretty suffused with the coffee. But this one here...
That's also way sweeter.
Oh, it's a lot sweeter. But this one here, especially on even this side here, you can actually see how much of that ladyfinger remains in the middle there. The coffee really didn't get in there. This was also like an instant espresso that they had you mix basically with some warm water. But... Since the liquid was so, well, not liquidy, it didn't really get in there.
Taste of the coffee? Like, I'm not picking up... I taste a lot of sugar. So, again, it doesn't taste bad. The texture isn't quite what I'm used to.
Yeah.
The chocolate flavor's fine, but, like, I'm not getting the bitterness of the coffee, which would balance out some of those other, like, sweeter flavors.
And I think it is definitely sweet, but there's nothing... You can't really cut the sweetness of this.
No.
And that might be why they had you put the chocolate on top, on the middle layer as well.
Possibly. I feel like you absolutely need like a coffee or something to go with this one to balance.
Yeah, no, there's definitely more chocolate flavor, which is not good or bad. And yeah, it's sweeter. I mean, if you want sweeter, you can just add more sugar to this.
True.
It's fine. I don't really like it. I mean, I prefer mine, but maybe it's because I made it.
it's not bad. So you know what I would think if.
It's the texture gets me.
Try this if you have tried tiramisu in the past and you don't like if you don't particularly enjoy the softer texture that tiramisu can have.
Here, try that, because that's actually a lot chewier almost.
I don't like the center.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's.
I would say, like, if you need more structure, you like more structure, perhaps you would enjoy this.
I mean, this is slightly more cake-like, but the flavor's not throughout, so it's inconsistent. Yeah. Huh.
I feel like it needs more, like, espresso.
It does need more coffee flavor, because the espresso flavor wasn't very strong with it either. So.
No.
Okay.
And how many pots of mocha did you do?
3. In the recipe video,
I have a little
which we'll link down below. I mean, there's some changes you could have made to this.
So good.
For this one, when I made a single pan, normally I make 2 pans at a time. And when I make 2 pans, I'll use about 750 grams of the mascarpone, 12 eggs. I actually still keep, I think, the cup of sugar, maybe a cup and a quarter. So I do change the recipe from making 1 or 2 pans. With this one I made, and I still keep the 3 pots of mocha that I make. The little mocha pot.
I think that's how we make our espresso, because we don't have an espresso machine, so it's just the mocha pot that you put.
Otherwise, you're making a lot of espresso. Otherwise, so the mocha pot is really the way to do it. Now, that being said, with this one, I did 8 eggs, 500 grams of mascarpone, and still use 3 pots of mocha. So I ended up making more eggs than I needed, more espresso than I needed, but you don't have to do that. You could probably do 6 and 2 for that. I still keep the mascarpone where it is, because mascarpone does have like nice texture to it as well. But anyway.
Yeah, because it makes it just, very light and creamy.
Now, as far as this goes, so this is the tiramisu kit by Delalo. Since 1950, it says. Imported? Is it imported? If it's from Pennsylvania, how's that imported?
They probably import some of the ingredients.
Okay. So this was $8.89 for this. And the back here, I mean, it shows you this, where it has like this weird like puff texture to it. That is absolutely not.
That's the person, whoever they did for the product photography. They just took the cream in a piping bag, and that's how they.
Yeah, I mean, and that just seems like a lot of work, and I don't think it adds anything. And then the front here, this is extremely misleading, because the tiramisu, even the best or even the worst made tiramisus, well, this is a terrible tiramisu. There's no coffee look in this at all. And the ladyfingers are just dry. Like, this is not what a tiramisu is supposed to look like. They are kind of messy. There's no way to cleanly cut into a tiramisu unless you had like made some kind of like special little square
like
of
a ramekin or
something, and you could like take the edges off of it cleanly. It will never look like this. If your tiramisu looks like this, you have messed up really badly. Ready in 10 minutes, it says. I mean, so as far as effort goes, yes, this is easier, but only slightly, because you still had to mix it.
Which is, I think, the main obstacle that people are like, I don't want to have to do that.
No, and that's fair.
If you have like a standing mixer,
if you have
fine.
I did a hand mixer, and it took me like 10 or 15 or so minutes of just standing there scrolling my phone while stirring.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a stand mixer, it's even easier.
You just walk away.
Yeah, it's fine. So eventually we'll get that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, would you buy this again?
No.
No. Okay, because I can just.
To be fair, though, so I mean, $8.89. I mean, we didn't talk about all of the.
How much this all costs?
How much it costs if you were to do it by scratch, because obviously, like...
It's going to be a good bit more.
It's going to be more than that.
But you're going to get a better quality, and you're going to get a lot more of it, because honestly, $8.89
because I mean, all you got was
for that little tray.
That.
Yeah, so I mean, this was, at the absolute worst, you got like 2 pots of mocha, which I mean, isn't even a bag. It's like a third or like an eighth of a bag of coffee.
Okay.
Right, ground up into espresso, make that. 2 packages of the ladyfingers, which are, I don't even know how much off the top of my head.
Probably like $4.
$4 a pop.
We'll just assume that
$4,
maybe $4 or $5 for the mascarpone.
And it's tricky, because how do you measure like a tablespoon of, because it's basically a tablespoon or 2 of chocolate on top of it. How much is that actually worth? I don't know. 75 cents.
Well, chances are you may have that already in your pantry.
Exactly.
You know, so there's some things that the ladyfingers will keep for a while. So if you do get a couple packages of them, it's probably fine.
Well, exactly. Yeah, no, they're quite good.
But to your point, like, I mean, first off, you know everything that's in it.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing.
You can also tailor it to your personal taste. So if you like it to be a little sweeter, if you want more chocolate, you put the chocolate in the middle.
Yeah, no,
you know, there's a lot of
you can play with some,
or you could put amaretto. You could soak.
You just really don't trust amaretto.
I love amaretto. I think it's
well,
such
I mean,
a
to your point
flavor.
though, it says let's see, the mascarpone flavor cream filling mix. hydrogenated coconut oil, modified starch, skim milk powder. And now I also did this with non-fat milk as opposed to 2%, which I recommend for whatever reason. Calcium alganates as a thickener, diphosphates and potassium phosphates for stabilizers, sodium phosphates for acidity, cornstarch, milk proteins, artificial flavorings. The ladyfingers are going to be the same regardless.
Yeah.
And the powder is supposed to just instant coffee. But there is a little bit of crap in it. But I mean, I guess that's to make, like, basically to make a milk cheese combo, like, shelf stable.
Which,
so.
I mean, again, if you have a hankering, maybe you don't have the ability to keep something that size or do it, maybe try it. But I would say you're better off just making it from scratch.
Yes. Also, Costco has, like, little cups of tiramisu.
They do?
Yeah, if I'd realized that, I think last time we went, I would have just snagged one of those.
Well, next time we go, maybe we'll just pick it up for funsies.
Yeah, and we'll just do a quick short about that one, because I'm curious about how those would taste. Probably not very good, but anyway. Well, we got this. I almost made 2 of these, and then I decided just to make the one. So, because I realized then we'd end up with like 3 tiramisus. And
that's
it would
lot.
just be us. So, anyway, that's all I've got. I mean, make it at home. Like everything that you can make at home easily, that's Italian, including our sauces and whatever else.
But again, I mean, a lot of it is no fuss, no muss. I mean, it's... maybe we could do that too. We could just try like cucina povera. So like just like simple, cheap ingredient dishes that are.
I mean, that all of Italian dishes are basically that. All Italian dishes are generally like 4 or 5 ingredients at the absolute most. Yeah. I mean, you need like 8 or 9 pounds of garlic, but there's no garlic in this. So. Darn. I know, right? That's all I got.
Alrighty, well, thank you for joining us today. Please
don't forget to... Oh, you're saying it?
Yeah.
What?
Like, subscribe, tickle that notification bell, follow us on these little social places. Check him out on Twitch if you like the video games. And definitely let us know if there's something you would like us to
And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or things you want to see on our next episode, maybe episode 100, maybe you want to see something for season 3. I don't know what season 3 is going to entail for us. The 100th episode, I do have some fun stuff planned.
Oh, okay.
So be on the lookout for that. Every 50 episodes, I think we do something extra special, extra fun. 2 years, 100 episodes. Do you believe that? And then we're off for 2 weeks. And then we'll be back. Actually, I think, is that before Thanksgiving? When does this air? I don't remember. I think technically we're back before Thanksgiving. Anyway, I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie. We hope to see you next time.
Ciao.
Got more of this.